So John, first visit to the Caicom Stadium sadly ends in a 3-0 defeat. What did you make of your team's performance this evening?
It wasn't good enough. We didn't play well in the first half. We're screaming for half time. We get to 39 minutes where they've had the lion's share. We haven't really laid a glove on them in the first half, and we're trying to get to half time to adjust, and we give a poor goal away. Losing a couple of tackles on the edge of the box, and Malak free to slot it in. And then we regrouped second half. I thought we started quite politely. First 10 minutes we were asking a little bit of more questions, and then unfortunately the game hinges on two decisions that listen, we shouldn't be hiding behind or clutching at straws really looking for decisions, but football should be a fair game, and if someone's offside he should be given offside. And then you see, you're trying to fight back from 2-0. There was two offsides in the space of 3 minutes that the linesman didn't give. And listen, they're not perfect, but one of them's led to a chance and the other one's led to a goal. So 2-0, you're just in yourself time. You're still in the game. You can still fight back. And then we get a corner. 3 of our players get dragged to the floor. Not 1, 3. Nothing's given. They get a corner. There's a bit of wrestling going on at the far post. The referee's initial reaction was that it wasn't a penalty because he's waited 5 or 6 seconds. 4 or 5 Hull players running him, and he gives a penalty. Now, whether that's his modus operandi and that's the way he referees, but he's given the impression that he's been influenced by their players. He has to give that impression because he doesn't give it till their players run to him. Now, if that's bad enough, he sends our player off. Now, if you're sending players off for pulling and shoving, there should have been a lot of yellow cards tonight. But then, then it's damage limitation, and give our lads credit, they worked their socks off to try and keep it down to 3. Had a couple of shots ourselves as well, to boot. But it was a difficult night, and you don't expect it to be any easier. You just sometimes when you get into this mode, you feel as though you're not getting a fair crack of the whip. And I'm sure other teams have felt that way this season, and it won't be the last time we feel like this. But we can't hide behind other people's failings. We've got to look at ourselves, and tonight we weren't good enough in the first half. We let them attack us too much. We let them press us too much. We didn't get our passing game going. We looked a little bit nervous, tetchy, probably after Saturday. We didn't create the chances that I know we can create, and we have created all season. And that's a worry. But you can joke about it and say we haven't become a bad team overnight. It took us a couple of weeks. But the harsh reality is we've got to be better. We've got to be more forceful. We know we've got a good team, and we've had all the bouquets thrown to us. So you'd have to deal with the bad times as well as the good times, and we've got to work hard. We've got to work hard in training, and we've got to work hard in games, and we've got to put on a better performance than what we did tonight, particularly in the first half. Second half, a lot of things go on that takes the game away from you. But first half, the damage is done. Lots of times the first goal generally dictates the way the game's going to go, and we give it up too soft tonight, I think, anyway. And we've got to be better. We've got to be more attacking. We'll miss Cam as well next week. So, listen, I just hope we give Hull a better game next week, and I hope circumstances prevail where we're in the game more and things might go in our favour.
You mentioned the second goal, whether it was offside or not, it was always going to be crucial, weren't it?
Well, it is, but the ball's travelled 60 yards, so you're clutching the straws if you're desperate for an offside there, whether it is or not. We still should defend it, and we haven't defended it. And we haven't defended it the second one. No, Nathan's made the first save. We haven't defended the second one either, so we've only got ourselves to blame. There's no excuses. But we'll, you go one or two ways. You curl up on the ball in the corner and sulk, or you come out fighting, and thankfully we've got a chance to play these next week, and we'll give it our best shot.
It's just shy of 2 weeks left in the January transfer window now. Is there any movement from when we spoke yesterday?
I'm still negotiating with players, and hopefully I'll get 2 or 3 in the tour before we play Hull again next Tuesday.
mentioned the whole game a week today. Is it frustrating to not have a game come Saturday?
Of course it is, yeah, but you know, it is what it is, and we've got to prepare now, and we've got to get ourselves right. We've got to learn from today's game, and show whole a different side. That I know there is a different side to us anyway, but we've got to show that in abundance next week.